Jonnie Candito. So many people tuning in to watch him. Very popular powerlifter. Got a very popular YouTube channel. He's a favourite son of the IPF.
Very deep.
No doubt.
See, 250. Very
Nice and deep, controlled. That's
very nice squat.
the Candito technique we're expecting to see. Oh, Jonnie.
Nice squat.
Magnificent. But this is really what he's aiming for, is to get on there for the total.
Oh, look at his hand. Yeah. Loses the grip. Yeah.
3 red lights, bitch.
Yeah, he's grabbing a lighter.
Let's go. That's it. Pull. Nice.
All right, world record attempt right here.
Jonnie Candito, world record 306. Can he do it?
That is the question.
It's away. It's in. Oh,
No.
It went down. Did it not?
No, lost the balance.
Oh, he didn't put that on his. He did too.
Okay, so what I want to talk about here are really a couple things. First, I want to analyze the meet and include some workout footage leading up to Worlds in my training for it. And then secondly, I just want to talk about how I felt about the whole experience. So when it comes to the training with the squat, really the most noteworthy aspect was the fact that my high bar squat was essentially equal to my low bar squat, and it was actually stronger on some days. But basically the best high bar squat I was able to hit was 545 pounds for a single, and then later in that same day I was able to squat low bar just 5 pounds more, 550 pounds. And I would say they're about comparable in terms of speed. So I was trying to use actually a pretty narrow stance, and it was helping me cut depth with that low bar position and narrow stance. However, at the meet, I really wasn't comfortable enough with it to use it in competition. So it's still slightly narrower than what I usually use, but I wasn't fully committed, which is why I believe I did end up squatting a little bit too deep once again. I was still able to control the weight significantly better this go around, so that's why I was able to hit 260 kilograms for a lifetime PR, which is what I missed in the Arnold. And then when it comes to the bench press, really this just went completely well in my training, using the 5 days a week, up to 5 days a week at certain parts with the training frequency for the bench press, and then also using the overhead press in conjunction with that. Throwing on the 2.5s, it's about to get serious. Essentially what I end up doing with my technique as well in the bench is I move my grip out, so I created a more chest dominant lifting style and shortened the range of motion, while also still having a big range of motion and working my weakness in my shoulders and triceps with the overhead press. And I also incorporate a lot of close grip work as well. Actually in my training, I benched 350 pounds for a big PR. That was after doing a lot of working sets, like 4 to 5 working sets. And then another day, I was actually able to go in and bench press 315 for 4 solid pause reps and almost was able to hit a 5th. So it's no surprise to me that I was able to set such a big PR in terms of my competition lift. And actually my improvement in the bench press, looking at last year's Worlds versus this year, was the biggest across all 3 lifts. I believe it was around 28 pounds I improved in a year while keeping my body weight exactly the same. Now when it comes to the deadlift, obviously this is where I had the most trouble in the meet. From what essentially was a perfect meet for me leading up to that moment, the opener I missed it, and the reason being was really 2 causes that are associated with gripping on the smooth. The first one is obviously that the grip itself might just not hold up. And this is something that's hard to predict because obviously I'm going to train on a different bar than an Alico. And then honestly, even if my grip held up, I really don't know if my deadlift would have passed in the first place, because when you grip that narrow, where essentially my arms are actually within vertical a little bit, what happens is that then the lockout becomes very difficult to make it convincing in terms of shoulder positioning. What usually happens is it makes lockout a little bit easier because your underhand doesn't have to go off to the side of your thigh when you're sumo deadlifting, which for me is where I always miss with an over-under grip. Also, what I want to say is, for me, what I am most proud of out of this whole meet is not going 3 for 3 on squat, 3 for 3 on bench, and setting PRs on those lifts, but it's really being able to hit that second attempt on the deadlift. Because there I was facing adversity, and it's easy to just keep momentum going, but there I was facing the potential of bombing out of the most important meet of my life into this point. So it's basically, I either am going to bomb out or this is going to be the best meet of my life, because then I had a PR total sealed and a silver medal was essentially pretty much sealed up by then at the world level stage. So being able to mentally just be 100% ready, I had no doubt in my mind that I was going to be able to lift it, just adjusting, gripping to the start of the knurling. And then of course when it comes to the world record attempt, I was not able to hit it, but overall I cannot complain about anything, because I was able to of course seal the silver with my second attempt and then still have a shot at the world record on the world stage with all of the support around me. And that was just an amazing experience. And you know, I just was not good enough on that day for the lift. So there's no sense that, you know, I should have had it, or I wish, you know, I did this or whatever correctly, this or that. To me, I did whatever I could do with my current technique, with my current strength level, and now I just need to try to improve both of those aspects. Of course, I do wish I didn't break my foot at the end, but on the bright side, at least that happened at the end and not, let's say, on my opener where I missed it, to where then I couldn't actually get in the meet. So it happened when nothing really matters. But anyways, I want to talk about the experience of the meet as a whole. And that's just, I just want to say that it was an awesome meet, and it was awesome to see all the people internationally who watch my channel, and there's even somebody from Japan, I believe, who even said that they're competing at the world meet because they saw footage of my 2014 meet in South Africa, and that's the reason why they decided to go to this one. And they got 6th place, and it was just an awesome experience to see how many people actually pay attention to my channel at the international stage, and we were able to exchange ideas. And overall, to me, this is what matters more than anything, is just being able to connect with people who are serious about the sport and want to see the sport grow as passionately as I do. Overall, really the only downside of this trip as a whole is the fact that since I did break a couple bones in my foot, that I was not able to see Ray Williams squat, and I wasn't able to just travel around in general. I was just kind of hobbling around on crutches to just a limited space. And even on the airplane ride home, my foot swelled up really badly, and it was just obviously kind of annoying. But that's something I'll deal with moving forward now, and I'm actually going to make the next video detailing on my plans in the future on some different goals I'm having and some changes I'm going to be making here. And also I want to mention that I had some great coaches again. Arian, who coached me last year, coached me this year, and he just was the best coach, the best support I could possibly have. So I want to thank him and thank everybody for supporting and watching the live stream, leaving comments, all of those things. I really appreciate it. And that's it, guys. Make sure to like the video, support the channel, subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Man, fuck a shooting star. Biggie died, they shot a star. Who you know in West LA? Bring that ruckus to MA. Jeez.
Jonnie, Candito.